What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Logan, and today we're gonna go over the current modern day booster boxes and how they are performing in today's market, because everybody kind of thinks that stuff's starting to level out and stuff's starting to come down, which some stuff is coming down, but it's not as drastic as what you guys think. It really isn't. It's some are still going up, some are barely coming down, but we're going to go over some data from the Scarlet and Violet and the Sword and Shield era, and I'm going to kind of give my opinions on it. So first up, we're going to just start at the beginning. We got Scarlet and Violet base set, which before Mega Evolutions was probably the best base set we've ever gotten. And that's just kind of how it is. It's got the Gardevoir line, it's got the Miraidon, the Koraidon, it's got some other nice cards. So how it's performing right now. So at the peak, most of them we're going to do 1 month charts just because that's when everything's really kind of slowed down. And then some we'll have to do 3 months because not a lot has been selling in that time period. So at the peak of the month, it was at 247, and now it's dropped all the way to 239, basically 240. So it's only down less than 3% right now. And so really, do we need to be freaking out over this stuff where it's dropped down a mere 3%, a mere, $7? You know, I mean, if we keep an eye on it, who knows what's really going to happen, but let's pump the brakes on the panic selling right now on Scarlet and Violet base. Next up, we got Paldea Evolved. So everybody knows how good Paldea Evolved is. It has one of the top probably 5 cards in the Scarlet and Violet era with the Magikarp illustration rare. So this one has taken more of a hit. So the peak of the month was at 476, and it dropped now to 438. It's less than 8% though. That's not even a full 10% drop, guys. So people are saying, oh, the end's coming, the crash is here, when it's kind of just a correction. Because even if you look at the 3 month chart, it's still way up, and it peaked at 476, and now we're at 439. So like I said, it's only like a 7% drop from the 1 month chart when everything kind of is starting to cool down. So really not that big of a drop, guys. So let's not freak out. Next up, we got Obsidian Flames. Wow, sorry about that. So this one is kind of interesting because it's still up on the 1 month chart. So it was at 327 at the start of the month, got up to 334. Yeah, 334. And now it's back to 328. So it's dropped $6, still up basically a 0.5% on the month chart. So this one, like I said, it's not a crash, guys. It might be a correction, and then who knows what's going to happen. Because these first 3 sets specifically aren't going to get reprinted, guys. Oh, for the most part. I shouldn't say aren't, but it's very, very slim that all 3 of these first 3 sets of the Scarlet and Violet era get reprinted for booster boxes specifically, because Pokemon just has so much to print right now. So maybe, and all these go out of print in April, so maybe it's going to kind of level out, kind of correct until they go out of print, and then we maybe see a big boom, or we might see a big boom in 2 weeks. Who freaking knows at this point, but I'm not panic selling right now, anything. Surging Sparks next up. So this one is probably the one that's taking the most hit right now in the 1 month chart. So it got up to 304, and it's now all the way down to 237. So this one's down 21%. This one is probably, like I said, probably has taken the biggest hit right now, because everybody, this is the set that started the big boom. Everybody's like, Pikachu finally got a secret rare, SIR, whatever you want to call it, and this one really started the big boom. So maybe people are just kind of burnt out of Surging Sparks and they're kind of forgetting about it. But this is what started it all. It wasn't 151 at all. It was Surging Sparks. So, what's a 3 month chart? Yeah, so it's still up in the 3 month chart right now. Ooh, excuse me. But I don't know. It's just, this one's kind of odd for me. I can't really put my finger on it, but if it keeps dropping, I will definitely be picking up some, because this is the time. If it's dropping like this, you need to buy, because this is the only box that I think that when I skimmed through everything took this big of a hit. So definitely keep your eyes out on Surging Sparks. Next up, we got Paradox Rift. Don't know why that picture is so small. So this one, okay, this one's also taking a big hit because it jumped up pretty drastic, right? Yeah. It went from 279, 280 to 320s. So that was a pretty big jump in like instantly in like a couple of days. So now maybe we're just recorrecting right now because it's still above that that current or low right there. So now maybe it's just starting to just figure itself out, and then maybe we're on another boom because this one also goes out of print in April as well. So make sure to be watching because if it keeps dropping and if it goes out of print here shortly, that's a good combination right there. Next up, we got Temporal Forces. So this one is kind of doing the opposite. It's going up. It was at 256, now we're at 270 basically in the 1 month chart. So it's up basically 5% in the last month when everything is crashing, everything is going to the ground. And this one is kind of just doing the opposite. Temporal Forces. It doesn't have like the craziest chase cards, but it's got a pretty good depth to it. If you guys get what I'm saying, it's got some pretty nice cards. It's like there's not a crazy high ceiling, not a crazy low floor. It's right there in the middle where it's just a good set. Next up, we got Twilight Masquerade. So this set definitely went up crazy. What was the 3 month chart looking like? It was at 271 and it jumped all the way up to 330. And now looks like we're starting to level out a little bit in the low threes. So if this one doesn't get reprinted, or who knows what's going to happen to Twilight Masquerade, but Twilight has that top chase card that a lot of people like, and it's got a decent amount of illustration rares in it as well with the Eevee specifically. So maybe this set, if it doesn't get reprinted, can perform well. I mean, that's all it's going to depend on is what sets get reprint and how big are the reprints, guys. If it's just a small reprint, then it's really not going to do too much to it. So next we got Stellar Crown. So this one, this chart, it's kind of weird because it's saying 0 has been sold in like the past 3 weeks. So what? I guess we're going to have to do the 6 month chart. But it was as low as 213 and now we're in the high 280s right now, almost 290s. Lowest listed is 283.75, basically 284 for Stellar Crown, guys. So, and Stellar Crown has just good IRs. It's got the Bulbasaur, the Squirtle. So what's going to happen with this one? Because if it's not that popular of a set where Pokemon is going to put this as a priority, yes, it has to have a little bit to reprint, but Pokemon kind of likes to pick and choose on what they're going to reprint and how much they are going to. Because like I said, if they reprint it and it's not a huge one, then it might not do too much. Exhibit A right here, Destined Rivals. So this one ran up and was running up for a very long time, got all the way up to 467, and then got reprinted on the Pokemon Center. So it was at 431, and it's kind of been going up and down a little bit. Like there was the reprint right here at 362, and now we're already back up to basically 390. But the lowest listed is right now 36 packs, 36. From a reputable seller right now, lowest listed for a sealed booster box is 393. So we're almost back up to 400 because it wasn't that big of a reprint. And it's Destined Rivals. It's a great set. It's a fan favorite set. So unless the reprint is massive, then I really don't think Destined Rivals is going anywhere anytime soon, especially when it comes to long term. Because it dropped 8%. Less than 9% after a reprint. And that, like I said, it wasn't a big one. Now, they could just say, we're not going to print anything else. We're going to focus on Destined Rivals and reprint this to the ground. But if they do that, what's going to happen to all the other sets that we just went through? If they focus, that's what they would have to do to get this anywhere near MSRP, is just say, we're printing Destined Rivals to the ground. We're going to make that our top priority. We don't care what happens on everything else. And if that is the case, which is obviously not the case, then all these would go crazy. So next up, so now we're going to go to the Sword and Shield era right now. So we did most of the Scarlet and Violet eras. We did the top sets. We did some Unkei sets. But we saw over time all the booster boxes have gone up, right, guys? Scarlet and Violet base, Paldea Evolved, Ascending Flames all used to be $85, $90 a booster box. So, and they're up big time. So now, and those are good sets. So now let's go to the Sword and Shield era where there are these first handful of sets from the Sword and Shield era were not good sets. They were not good sets at all. But Sword and Shield base set didn't get a reprint. We're looking at the 3-month chart right now. Hey, let's just go to a freaking year. It was at 329, and now we're up 63% on 526 right now for a Sword and Shield base set. And the best card is a Snorlax VMAX. Really nice card, don't get me wrong, but it's just a regular VMAX. That's what these first handful of Sword and Shield era boxes, like the set list that they had was just a VMAX was the best card, or a Rainbow. So if you're around this time, look at what, and like I said, Pokemon can't reprint everything. So it's best to get a little bit of something, maybe on like the obvious plays, like Desperate Rivals, Paldea Evolved, all the top sets, go ahead and get on. But it doesn't hurt to let's see if I can get a box or two of Sword and Shield base set when it was super cheap. Now I probably wouldn't recommend it now unless you're holding for the super long haul. But if we would have did that back then, while we're thinking about, so let's say Surging Sparks, that's kind of dropping right now. Surging Sparks is way better than Sword and Shield base set, and we have way more fans and way more eyes on the hobby in the Scarlet and Violet era than we did in the Sword and Shield era. Believe it or not, there's way more now. Next up, we got Rebel Clash. The best card is Boss's Order Full Art Giovanni. I'm pretty sure that's the best card, and it's just regular full art. And 3-month chart was in the low 3s, and now we're in the low 4s. Lowest listed right now is base almost $500. That's a small tear too. So it's basically $500, almost like high 4s, low $500 box for Rebel Clash. And I'm pretty sure Rebel Clash didn't get a reprint either. So that's what I was saying earlier. If the set doesn't get reprinted, it doesn't matter how bad the set is, it's going to go up in price. Because every set that we have gone over so far is better than these first 2 sets. Actually, it's better than the first 4 sets that we're going to go over. So like I said, Rebel Clash, terrible set. If you think Journey Together is a bad set, or Stellar Crown's a bad set, you haven't experienced the first couple sets of Sword and Shield. So next up, we got Vivid Voltage. So Vivid Voltage got reprinted massively. It really did, because it's Rainbow Pikachu. Everybody wanted to get the Rainbow Pikachu at the time. You had to be here. So it got reprinted a lot, and it introduced the Amazing Rares in the hobbies, and the Amazing Rares are finally starting to get the love right now. So if you look at the 3-month chart, it still have gone up. So let's do the 1 year. What's the 1 year like? We're 140s, and now we're in the 250s. And that's for Vivid Voltage, guys. And they like I said, this set got reprinted so many times. So many times. And it's still gone up. I mean, look, this goes to show that it doesn't matter what it is in Pokemon, the booster boxes always go up in price given enough time, no matter how bad the set is. Next up, we got Darkness Ablaze. So this set, I opened up a decent amount, and I ended up, this set actually isn't that, like, I personally like it because it's nostalgic to me, I guess, because when I got into Pokemon back in 2019, and this is the first full booster box I opened up. So this one has, I don't know why, it has just a secret place in my heart. Couldn't tell you why, because it's not that good of a set. It's a Charizard VMAX. The rainbows are actually pretty cool. I'm pretty sure you got a Salamence, a Houndoom, and an Eternatus. Could be wrong on that, but it's pretty nice. Nothing too special, though, obviously, by any stretch of the imagination. 3-month chart, we're at about 250, and now we're at 323. What's the 1 year chart? So 150s. Now we're in the low 3s right now, okay? Like, I'm going to keep repeating the same thing. Darkness Ablaze is not a good set, all right? These first 4 Sword and Shield base sets that we just went over can't touch Scarlet and Violet era. They can't touch it. Not even close. But most of these boxes, except besides maybe Vivid Voltage is the only one that's not more expensive than all the other just not fan favorite sets from Scarlet. I think Destin and Paldea are the only 2 more expensive than Vivid Voltage. Other than that, Darkness, Rebel, and Sword and Shield base set are all more expensive than the Scarlet and Violet era. So next up, we got Battle Styles. So this was another set that got a pretty decent reprint. It was the first alternate art set, if you guys weren't there. It's got the Sleepy Tyranitar, which a lot of people really do like. So, in the 1 month chart, this one is down less than 4%. It's down a mere $11. So, but it's really this set. Oh my God, it sat at $80, $90, $100 for literal years. I'm pretty sure it was just last year when this box got off the Pokemon Center at MSRP. They couldn't get this away at MSRP if they wanted to. Okay, guys, I'm pretty sure that was about a year ago. Yeah, here we go. Right around here is when it got off of the Pokemon Center. And now you saw the rise and you saw the level out, and now we saw the big jump. And now it looks like we're about to level out again. But even with Battle Styles. Okay, I know this got a reprint, and I know people hate Battle Styles because compared to the other alternate art sets, Battle Styles is obviously the weakest. But if you look at Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage, Rebel Class, Sword and Shield base set, Battle Styles blows those four out the water. And the only one it's not more expensive than is, or is not cheaper than is Vivid Voltage. So, like I said, even with these Sword and Shield base sets, even on the worst sets right now, some of them are still rising. And I think Vivid is still right. Oh wait, that was a year chart. Sorry, Vivid was only down 2%, and Battle Styles is only down what, like, not even 4%, guys. So not everything's crashing, especially for these older Sword and Shield sets, guys. They're not gonna crash that hard. Chilling Reign. So this one got up pretty expensive. It was in the high fives, and now we're in the mid fives. So it's gone down $25. Okay, but lowest listed right now. That's loose packs. Lowest listed from a reputable seller. Oh my goodness, we're going to the second page. Is $480. Okay, so we're doing pretty good on Chilling Reign. Chilling Reign is a really nice set, but like I said, it's down 5%. That's not that much, guys. Especially if you've been holding for this long. If you don't need the money, why sell? Because Chilling Reign and Fusion Strike got printed like crazy, and they were $80. You could probably get them Black Friday Christmas deals, probably $75, $70 a box if you wanted to. So, and now look, and this set's only what, 3 years old? Oh my goodness, what? I'm pretty sure this is 2021. It may have been 2022. So it's what, 4 years old at the max. It's 4 years old, and it's gone up. It was $80, and now we're at $486, and we were in the fives. Like, guys, hold, be patient if you can. Obviously, if you need the money, do what you got to do. But if you, like I've been doing, and just letting these boxes sit in a tote and just chill for years, you kind of just forget about them. Next up, we got Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest is kind of the same thing. It was so cheap for so long and really undervalued. And now the 1 month chart, it's gone down a mere 1.27%. But the crash is here, right? Everybody keeps saying the crash is coming, the crash is coming. It's, for these older sets, it's not. It's not, guys. It's just not going to happen because these sets are too old, too valuable, and it's like they're fan favorites. They really are. Next up, we got Astral Radiance. Even Astral Radiance, which people did not like, a 1 month chart is gone up 4%. 3 month chart has gone up 8%. So, I mean, some of these boxes are still going up. Okay? Next up, we got Fusion. Guys, Fusion Strike. I missed the mark on this one. I went Chilling Reign instead of Fusion Strike. And which is, I just want to just smack myself because my favorite Pokemon's Gengar, but Fusion Strike got printed so much and everything was so dirt cheap. I didn't get any because I didn't know any better back then. But now I know better. So the 1 month chart, we're down 3%, guys. 3% on Fusion Strike. It may be starting to level out, but I don't see it going very far. Lowest listed from a reputable seller is $973, and then we're basically back up to $1,000. So maybe we're starting to level out in the high nines, low thousands, but these were $80 all day and night, just 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know why the dates aren't popping up, but about 3 or 4 years ago. If you just let these chill and relax, out of sight, out of mind. This stuff can happen. Not every box is going to do this. Don't get me wrong, okay? Not every box is going to do this. But every box is going to go up over time. Next up, Lost Origin. Like I said, keep a clean eye on this one because if this one keeps dropping down, we're down 1.5% basically in a month. And 3 months, we're still up way so much. So like that, 1.5% over a month, and it's Lost Origin, guys. I don't need to say anything else. I've been rambling a lot. Evolving Skies, our last one. We're gonna do the 1 month chart. We're down 0.5%. No, we're down barely anything. So, I mean, and it's Evolving Skies. So my main point for this is no matter how bad the set, no matter how much it gets reprinted, it's gonna go up over time. Okay, don't be scared out of selling your stuff because everybody keeps saying the doom and gloom is coming, because given enough time it will always go back up. Because let's say for some odd reason Pokemon does cool off for a little bit, it's only a matter of time before Pokemon is like, hey, we gotta throw some more juice in the, or some more gas on the fire, let's throw some together, and then boom, we're off to the races again. But don't miss out on that. Don't miss out on that boom like I did with the Sword and Shield boom. Don't do it, because you're gonna be hating yourself that you sold your positions after what was the highest, like a 20% loss, and that was it Surging? I'm pretty sure it was Surging. Yeah, 21% loss on a set that started it all, that started this boom, that it's gonna go up over time because it has Pikachu. So that's kind of my main thing right now. Don't be scared out of selling your positions right now, especially for the Sword and Shield stuff. If you've been holding it for this long, if you don't need the money, why sell? Unless you want to throw some money in some different positions and different plays that you want to do. But if you're just panic selling, there's no point. If you've been holding this on for Sword and Shield Arrow, there's no point in panic selling right now, because eventually they're just going to keep going up. They're going to get even more rare and more sought after as collectibles over time. But I'm rambling right now. I appreciate all the love and support as always. So there was only one person that commented in the video. So now, my boy Lee, you win the giveaway for the Galarian Moltres Crown Zenith 10 promo. So I'll send that off to you when I get the chance. Let me know your address and everything like that in the comment section below. Not in the comment section below, but I'll message you. I'm rambling. You guys have a great night. I appreciate all love and support as always. Peace.